Hello and welcome everybody, I'm one proud Bavarian, and first of all, Happy New Year. It's 2019, this is the first episode that goes live on this channel in the new year, and I hope that all of you had a good, we say a good sliding into the new year, a guten Rutsch is what we say. I hope all of you had a good time and that 2019 will be a wonderful year for all of you, but most importantly, that I hope that you will like this campaign, because that's why you're here. This is the video, isn't it? And this is the playthrough called Deus Vult. Now, what exactly are we going to do in Deus Vult? I mean, our base intentions are pretty clear in this one. Ignore that, that's the other playthrough. But our base intentions are pretty clear, right? We're going to start in 1066, and we're going to play a very lowly character, because with that lowly character, we have big plans, but you got to start low to rise high. We're going to pick Eustache of Boulogne, from the House de Boulogne. Why are we picking him? Well, there is a multitude of achievements here that I want to get out of the way. Let me just take a look. There's definitely one, the Defender of the Holy Sepulchre. That is one of the sons of Eustache de Boulogne, who became the first king of Jerusalem, the first Christian king, and refused to use the term Christian, and not Christian, rather the term king. He just said Jesus is the king of Jerusalem. We are merely the defenders, the advocates of Jesus. There are other things that we will achieve, hopefully we'll achieve here, which is the actual Deus Vult achievement. The Deus Vult achievement is the achievement to create the empire of the Outremer, while the Defender of the Holy Sepulchre is the one Eustache de Boulogne, that's right, and there was another one, but I can't find it. And we're going to take a look at what we can do. We will, whatever the other, topics are, what we will do, we will start at Count Eustache de Boulogne. And this playthrough, if you have any interest in the rules, it will of course be on Iron Man. Here are the rules. And this playthrough will be, how should I say it? It will be a bit, I think, different from what we've done before. And this one will obviously be called Deus Vult. You can all, Deus Vult, you know what? Deus Vult. There you go. All the weebs watching. Shout out to the weebs. We're going to have a different angle here. I'm going to have a clear goal, right? I'm going to go towards Jerusalem. I want to found the Empire of the Outremer, and to do that we need to win a crusade, and we need to be in a condition to actually get the land from the crusade down there, which means that I will have to, kind of play a bit strong, play a bit very well right here, so we can win down there and get most war participation. Now, I don't know if this will actually go well. I have no idea in that regard. Go to free. You will most certainly be struggled. So this is the historical first king of Jerusalem. Let's see if we can put him on the throne. I have my doubts. I think it will take us a few generations longer, but one way or another we will get there. And I won't min-max too much here. I will have, I will have this kind of goal that goes over role-playing as a character. So, for example, I doubt that he has a very Christian point of view, our good old Count Eustache of Boulogne here, because he is cynical. He's also shy and arbitrary. He does what he wants, and he doesn't want to be judged by others. I think that is the sort of character he has. I'm not going to play that out perfectly. Gain land for an unlanded son. Ooh, didn't even know there was a thing. Interesting. Room and air, build a war chest. I think we're going to go with build a war chest, because that is always a very good one. So we're going to keep the overarching goal in mind and then carry on. What is our starting position here? We are a vassal to Duke Baudouin of Flanders, who is not too keen on us, considering that he is Dutch and we are French, but we are both Catholics, so it should all work out. We have some nice little vassals over here, these two, Guine and Artois, and if we can take them, we can then rebel against Flanders and long term hopefully look into getting that duchy under our control. We also, of course, have the War of the Three Kings going on between, Harold and, I think, Harald as well? Yeah, Harold, and then good old William the Bastard. Let's see how that ends. If William the Bastard stays in France, it could be bad. It could be positive. It could have quite the humongous impact one way or another on us. I'm going to extort the... I always like the clergy, actually. And then again, let's go with the peasants, because they're gonna have some revolt risk, but if somebody revolts in our land, that's not our problem. That's the problem of the King of France, so I'm more than open to leaving that there. Anyway, so here's what we do. We put you on collect taxes duty. You get to, hunt apostates, that's fine. Maybe study some technology, but I don't really want to improve technology too much here, so you keep scheming. Let's train the troops. And try to fabricate a claim, I think on Guine, yeah. We're stronger than either of these, as you can see here. We have a better army. But one way or another, that doesn't say too much. You know, we are not insanely strong. We are in a decent position as a count, speaking from a count, of course. But, could be way better. Now, let's have a look at Princess Emma. I almost said it, Princess Emma. Could we? No, not Eustache. I mean... Godefroy. No. Prestige effects. Godefroy is too young, and you don't have a proper sibling that we could intermarry with other than that. You might have a child for me. Oh! Wait, what? Oh, you were... So, interesting. So we already have kind of a connection to the House of Normandy. Because Adelaide de Normandy, the daughter... No, the sister of Duke William the Bastard, was married to Lambert de Boulogne, my brother, who died in 1054, 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago. What a sad turn of events, but Judith is being brought up by us, so that is quite the good turn for her personally. Maybe I can intermarry. No, that doesn't look good. I wanna intermarry. You know, you gotta kind of play the marriage game, or at least that is what I kind of want to do. I felt like that might be a good idea. And who else could we marry them to if not Godefroy, right? We're so close here. We are so close here. I could improve relations, but that just... You know what, I'll try it. If we can get together with Burgundy, now that would be a cooperation. It's a arranged betrothal, there you go. Godefroy. Oh yeah. See, now it works out. Sweet. So, now that that is done, let's talk. We want to expand, obviously. We also want to join a society, and I mean, I hate to do it again because it seems so min-maxy, but if you join an order, it's just so beneficial. There's barely any negative to it, and what you get out of it is all those stat boosts. It's honestly, it's quite annoying how good of an option that is. They want to borrow money, search for a smith? No, not right now. Alright, let's start the game. Enough small talk here, 7 minutes in. You know, 2019 is going to be a good year, I think, for everybody. PDXCon is in Berlin in October. I believe the 18th to the 20th October. Might just be the 18th to the 19th or something. Right, so Godfrey got... Oh, I can't even pronounce that. Oriade de Bourgogne. Got betrothed to her. Now, she's going to be a bit older. But that is fine. It's only 8 years. How's this going? Tell me about the wars. William the Bastard, I think, yeah, he just shattered the English army, which means that long-term Harald Hardrada might be in the strongest position, seeing as he now holds, clearly, the superiority of having the most troops. But we will have to see about that. Now, the Baron, of course, should be on the council. I don't like it when my spy master doesn't like me. That is definitely a negative that I can't have. Now, with a friendship over here in Bourgogne, we haven't actually gained any pacts, which is normal, which is completely acceptable as well. Oh, I hate this haircut, buddy. I wish you didn't do that. Okay, well. Let's see. Mounted warriors, of course. Heavy foot is key. Cavalry leader. What are we mostly recruiting our troops from? Should probably be... Yeah, focusing on heavy infantry is actually such a good decision at every turn of the game. Now, what we're doing with the society here, with our order that we're in, we're gonna gather some quick monthly piety that we could hopefully use for border dispute, because you do need piety for that. We might not be able to do anything in the first generation, but I think that is perfectly fine. Oh, there you go. England has entirely destroyed the army of our good old bastard right here. When does this thing... How many you got? Oh, there you are. Wait, did he win? Oh, he did! Did I misread this? Wait a second. Oh, I totally misread that. I thought it was William losing, but William completely destroyed Harold here. While attending prayer, right, we're just gonna wake him up, make a friend. I offer you a gift, in return you will owe me a favor. Really? You know what? I'll take it. Throughout the day, you've caught yourself grinding your teeth and being unable to focus on anything for long. Suddenly, you realize why you have been in a bad mood all day. You just can't seem to abide having lazy people in your presence anymore. Grinds my gears, but I might cause distress if I lecture people like that. No, I'm gonna tell them to suck it up. You're just my bastard son. Stop being so lazy. Come on. Right, I don't want a favor from this man. I just want him to be like me. The Benedictine order is in need for more funds to maintain charitable functions. We hope you are able to spare some of your worldly wealth. Oh, come on. Donate to charity. It's 100 bucks. I think I have 100 bucks. But with the boost here, we get so much devotion that it should be worth the piety. I'm going to do it, then we're going to donate to charity. That gives us 200 devotion. There you go. Easy devotion. Now we're at 230 already. Easy money. What? Oh, the fuck. Favor. Can I just redo it? Totally can. Parents cannot declare war the guardian of their child or the liege of the guardian. Rutger's opinion of Count... Who the hell is Rutger? Oh, this man. I don't care for that. So that's what the favor does. That's extraordinarily silly. I can immediately change it again. Does he hate me for it? No, he doesn't. Minus 10. What a weird favor. You know what? I got his money and he got nothing. Thanks. That's nice. Amazing, thank you. Eustache, what are we going to choose for you? Obviously martial education. I don't think there's any argument against martial education. Peasants from the local countryside have sent a representative to petition for our support for one of their traditional carnivals. Let's see here. They're just peasants, loses the trade just. I mean, we are literally the opposite of just by being arbitrary. And I don't want to lose the money, so I'm going to take it. Because there was nothing to lose there. That certainly was a buggy event. Oh no. What is this? Over Zeeland. That's fine. That will weaken my lord. Oh, it's not actually helped by him. No, it totally is. Yeah, okay, that will weaken my liege. I'm in favor of that. No problem whatsoever. But the HRE is scary. It is very large. Has a 17-year-old king there in a tremendous position to keep pushing. Where even is Norway? What? Occupied by England. So that where the English army went, eh? It's a bit silly. What are you doing? 49% in favor. I believe that William will win this. Yeah, there you go. 100%. William the Bastard wins, kicks out the English, sorry, the Anglo-Saxons, and puts in the Normans. That puts a hole into the finances of France. Because that is a good province right here that they lost. Oh, that's a big off. Alright, what is this? He's giving me more money for another favor. You know what? Sure. Try to take my child again. You fool. You did it, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Goodbye. What? Minus 26. The thing is, unless he goes to like minus 60, the minus 26 is barely anything. It's like 0. So he just gives us free money. Institute the title revocation law. I absolutely say no to that. Are you crazy? How's everybody voting? 2-2. Approved? Oh, come on. Well, you better not do it. Oh, well. So what happened is... Oh no, what happened is William of Normandy won, right? And now he is incorporated in the kingdom. Wait, what? Are we sure about this? What happened here? Who are you? Wait a second. William the Conqueror. Oh! William the Conqueror is now the Duke of Essex. Well, he is the Duke of Normandy. And then you have the independent King of Maine, Count of Maine. Well, you know, it's quite common, I think, that Harald Hardrada wins this war in CK2. Historically, of course, it is very much not realistic. But that aside, not a surprise to me. But I will follow the fate of the House of de Normandy, especially considering that they are, you know, that they have relatives here that lived with our family at some point. Feuded. Alright, so here's the deal. I don't think we can start factions, and indeed we are unable to do so. We haven't successfully manufactured a claim yet, which is very tiresome. Very tiresome. How many people would even live in here? 460. Ooh, I just need a claim. That is all I really need. I'm going to put you down again. 10.68% yearly. And I'm going to actually put you on Artois. Let's try Artois. Maybe, you know, he's like, ooh, Artois, I like that. I received a letter from a fellow member of the Benedictine order. Guido. Dear brother Eustache, will you, as the Christian scholar you are, please offer me some advice on my poetry? Or the attempt of it. I'm pretty stupid, you know that? Jesus, a 3. Reading through the attached documents, there are multiple verses, all in honor of God. Where's the comforting aspects of faith? Ooh, he wants me to go on a pilgrimage. I will absolutely say yes. Go on a pilgrimage. I shall go on a pilgrimage to seek God's grace at one of the holy places of Christianity. Oh, we got a claim too. Perfect fucking world, mate. Perfect fucking world. So, where are we going to visit? I'm not going to go and visit Rome. I don't want to do that because Rome is under Muslim control. I don't want to go there until we actually rule over it. Jerusalem might be nice, or Holy Site in the West. I think, I never do the Holy Site in the West, so let's just do it. Pilgrimage in the West is just as worthy as a journey to Jerusalem or Rome. Let's go to Santiago. That's somewhere right here, right? Yeah, Santiago. There you go. Let's do it. I was beginning to think that Guido took offense to my comments, but today I have received a new draft of his work. I'm surprised to find that his words really speak to me. Scribbled in the margin, I can just make out, I implore you, brother, bear with me. It is not finished. I'm not going to publish that. I'm not stupid. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to send it to the Benedictine order so that, you know, I get some piety and he likes me. My things are packed. Everything is in order. I'm ready to walk the way of St. James. My journey begins. Hello, wife. You're now my regent. Sleeping at the Pilgrim's Inn, you dream a beautiful dream. You're walking through a dense wood filled with the wonderful sounds and smells of nature. Little squirrels run across your path and birds sing in the trees. You keep walking through the wood and then you notice a new and strange but familiar smell. You can't quite put your finger on what it is, though. It's something you should know. Something important. Yes, it's fire. You're instantly wide awake. The room is hot. You can hear the sound of crackling flames, and a moment later you also hear people screaming. Indeed, the inn is on fire. I'm going to help put it out, and we will see what happens. Let's get wounded, boys. Nope. The flood. There have been strong rains in the area lately, and the valley that you need to cross has been transformed into a sizable lake. The water is still rising, so you start to build a large raft in order to cross. When you almost finish building it, a group of farmers show up and explain that they also need to cross the valley in order to get back to their homes. They bring with them a number of animals that they've rescued from the flood. It's very charitable. Sure, let's bring with all the animals, even if it goes wrong. I'm flattered that you think the Benedictine order would benefit from my work, Guido di Salerno writes in this letter. Thank you for your support, brother. He continues before assuring me of the finishing touches he intends to see before the final version of the manuscript will enter the library. I'm honored to be surrounded by minds like Guido. Let's become friends. I wonder if they actually will ever... What are the crown laws here? Primogeniture and elective. So right now, it would split. And if it does split, I do not believe... Oh, he's actually quite powerful. Wow, incredible. He has a lot of land. The Lord of Nidaros. I wonder if he would be able to hold the kingdom together. Norway would be weakened, to say the very least. Anyway, don't forget that we can now declare a war, seeing as we have a legitimate claim on this young man here, Count Robert of Artois. You think we want to go? I think I want to have a go here. 460, right? We also have 460. We have a bit more money than he does. Gonna, yeah, claim Artois. We are on a pilgrimage, so this is, you know, technically speaking, not our war. This is the war of our wife. Our dear wife, as a regent, has decided that it is time to conquer Artois. Oh, we don't even have enough commanders, eh? Right, I always forget to put it to order, so... But we can't have more commanders. Amazing. Can we rebalance this? No, you need to be in the center. Right, there you go. Oh, that's a bit silly. He almost has as many men. Santiago. You've finally arrived at Santiago, the oldest major pilgrimage site in the West. It is an inland town close to the Atlantic Ocean, with origins going back at least to the Roman Empire. The fabled way of St. James is a long road to travel, and you have passed through many towns and villages on your way here. The legend holds that as St. James' remains were brought here by ship from Jerusalem, they were lost at sea due to a storm. But soon after, they were miraculously washed ashore, covered in scallops. Because of this, scallop shells have become a popular souvenir among pilgrims. Your mind dwells on the legend on this holy place as you make your way through the crowds towards the center of town. I must remember to bring a seashell home with me. I agree, my friend. The story of other pilgrims all spoke of how impressive this place is. Now that you can see it with your own eyes, you can only join in their praise. You're glad that you came here to one of Christianity's holiest places. We are... Gavelkind. Oh, that's shit. Oh, that's not good. They will split if we don't get it together quickly enough. Well, we'll have to see what we do here. Alright, let's have the bastards lead the charge here. It's a bit of a gamble, but we'll have to see. And I'm back. You have finally returned from your pilgrimage. It was a rewarding and interesting journey, and you'd do it all again if you could. Still, it's good to be back home. The Regency is ended, and I believe that I put myself in there. Oh, because I'm on the council. No. Christmas is over. I will leave the council, my friend. And then I will lead my army. Against all odds. We are pleased to hear that you have safely returned from your pilgrimage. I trust that it has been an inspiring experience for you. Signed, Conversus Alvaro. Thanks for the devotion, fool. Alright, I think we're going to win this one, yeah. Alright, we did win it. And now we mostly need to focus on actually sieging it down. Since we have an advantage against the enemy, we're sieging it down quicker. I think we're going to be fine. Your court chaplain Godfrey de Boulogne has been discovered charging money for various religious favors. Really, brother? How would you do that? I lose 50 prestige because of you. Yeah, you're no longer court chaplain, mate. You know what? Oh, I wish I could, you know, tell him to leave the court. Apparently not so. What a shame. He would have deserved it and much more. And this really is a family business, isn't it? No, don't proselytize. There you go. Alright. Let's siege it down, boys. As he's growing older, I can see that Eustache could use some guidance on one of my experienced areas, the art of war. This is my chance to make an effort for the sake of his education, but what can I offer? The option is available due to your high martial skill. Right. Count... Oh, you are also named Eustache, and you are Craven. We need to get rid of that, I'm sorry. I'd rather be stressed than have my heir be Craven. So, the real risk here that we're running at here by being old, 44, and by being stressed, is that we will die early, and in that case, our counties will just split. Now that would be terrible. I will be quite honest with you. Yeah. Absolutely terrible if that happens. Do we get legalism up? Absolutely not. Yeah, we're a count, we don't get that. I forgot. Right, they're going to start sieging that down, but I think that's fine. French Holy War for Mallorca. Fascinating. In the meantime, my niece grew up. You know what, I'm just going to marry her away normally. Not to the King of Norway. To somebody that, if possible, can help us. You know what, I'm going to marry her to the literal heir apparent to the Kingdom of England. Yes, thank you very much. That's what we are going to do. We're going to smith an alliance out of blood. My former ward Judith has finished education in our final discussions. Right. She is now humble, and I gained some piety. So she's my niece. She will be the cousin of our heir, which means that he will be our cousin-in-law. What do you call that? It's not called cousin-in-law now, is it? And we have advanced. Thank you very much. We can't siege this down, but we can take him out if possible. Let's try it. I kind of have my doubts, but let's try it. Oh, yep, we lost it. Fuck. Well, that's not good. It's the opposite of good, if you weren't aware. Can you not go through Paris? Alright, yeah, this is a bit of an issue. Can I re-recruit enough troops to make this happen? 434, I absolutely can't. Damn, no, we're not losing this. I need somebody. Wow, that's perfect. Thank you. I can even wait a bit. We have the money. You know, they just won that siege, but that's fine. Going in right now. Let's go, boys. King of France has formed an alliance with King Sven the Cruel of Denmark. How did that alliance? Prince Sven and Princess Emma. So your son, I assume. Oh god, he has a lot of what the fuck? This man has a lot of kids. Oh my goodness. That's too many kids. We captured some man, which is nice. Very nice, because it means that we can sell him He's a mayor. He has the money. How about... No, not execute him. Are you crazy? Ransom the prisoner. Thank you. Going to take this. The ransom is going to pay for the troops that we recruited. You are a not so good character, my dear friend. Can I marry you off to anybody that is actually meaningful? Yeah, we're going to take the countess. That's okay. I think that's a good choice. You know, it's not terrific, but decent. Alright, we siege this down. We can even siege further, which we may very well have an interest in. They're just parked down here in Artois and Dijon, I mean. And yeah, this is gonna be a good start. We're gonna start off this series by immediately conquering some land. My liege, I write you with bad news from Boulogne. My efforts to squeeze some extra taxes out of the population have met with resistance. That is perfectly fine, because again, if anybody rebels, it's not our problem. And we are now the Count of Artois and Boulogne. Let's extort some more peasants. Could become depressed here. Didn't become depressed. Good start. We can, on the other hand, totally declare a war here. Immediately declare war for Guinness. Because this will be a border dispute, we will lose money and piety. But piety is a dime a dozen at this point. And our wealth, I think, should be fine. Long and short term speaking. Let's just head right in, I think. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. How long are you going to take? 21st of May? 20th of May, that's perfect. Yeah, there you go. This campaign has been easy pickings. Swinging my sword over the plains is a pleasure, and my fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our French enemies. Well, and the cries of battle. Look, enemy commander Richer is hiding. Someone suddenly shouts, pointing off in the distance. I will not fight this man, because I'm not stupid. I will mock him. There you go. Fair enough. Get mocked, son. While attending... Right, another dude fell asleep. They love that. They love falling asleep. Who doesn't? I fall asleep all the time. Every night, in fact. I do fall in sleep. In sleep. Asleep. Thank you. We need this dude, right? Actually, I could totally put him over here. Can I just do that? No, you know what? Screw it. Leave him there. Some worldly wealth. I actually can't do that. Sorry. Offer me a different contract in 100 years and we can talk about it. I did not expect getting 3 provinces this quickly. We are on a good route, but I'll be honest with you, even if we aren't, we have time. God, I'm going to play this playthrough. I'm happy to play it. You know, it's always nice to just come back and just play basic Christians. We've played hordes, we've played tribes, we've played Hellenics, we've done so many different playthroughs. We've played the Norse, and it's good to be back as a good old Christian lord. Deus Vult indeed. Get that done. This war is over. What are you doing? No, thank you very much. There you go. Now we are triple count. How many troops do you have? 0.27k. Seniority succession does nothing for us. Except, this is actually interesting. If we do seniority succession, right? It would go to Count Robrecht of Zeeland, which means that we as a whole become part of the Holy Roman Empire. That is actually an interesting predicament. I'm not sure that we want it. We could push for it. I'm not saying it's good, but we could try. You know, and that is always an interesting option when you have him. Right. What are we going to do from here? I don't know yet, but we can have a shitload of troops. And I hope that our income will be quite decent. What I'm really looking forward to is ousting this man. We need to get rid of him. Because he's our de jure duke. Like, that is just the way it is, right? So, we need him to essentially be so threatened from us that he just surrenders the title to us, if possible. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good 2019, and later, alligator.